action.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Marcus JR, becoming Marcus JR, and I'm back with my friends once again, Mr. LaRef Guru, Mr. J Kane Trading Like Kane, and we are here to talk about the Migos.
Culture.
Okay, can you tell me?
Let me tell y'all a little bit about it first before we get into some questions and some discussions. I started this project probably about a month ago. Did some background work. It was another photo or another painting, product of my environment. I don't know if y'all remember that one. It was the one with the green background. Covered it up, got tired of it, you know. Sometimes they gotta go. After I covered it up, I did a little pink wash to it, and I knew I wanted to do something that represented the culture. I just felt like we as black people, we are the culture. We push the culture forward, and so why not paint the Migos? But I was like, it has to be more than the Migos. You feel me? It's a painting by Marcus JR. It always means more than what it means. I feel like our personalities are tied into this painting, and I feel like when we discuss it, you'll see how everything correlates and why I chose this painting. Anybody want to say anything to kick us off?
I just gotta say one thing, man. It's an honor to actually, just like I said before, to actually see this get done. Y'all don't understand, like, nights, long nights, I'd be like, bro, what you doing? He don't even speak some days, but
Halftime, I just 1 or 2 strokes too. That's
man, it's a process, but I'm proud to like just be here and actually even have a review of this. My thing is, it's the trio, the trilogy, man. You got a healthy lifestyle, you got kebabs, fitness, and art. You know what I'm saying? Those 3 things alone changes your whole life, has the biggest impact on your whole life. Period.
Is acting like a mug on this camera. You're a great boy, be yourself.
I am myself. I don't talk like this on regular.
No.
That's not good.
Boy, you talking like you're a Channel 9. It's today's featuring news. We did this on purpose. Any words from over here?
The trio though, this is crazy that like we all just do something different. We all relate in a certain way, but it just wasn't
Different.
music. You feel me?
Different.
It's different. Yeah,
They do that.
We just kicking on some different types.
But how we combined it though, just think about our past like parties and things that we like just done together, man.
Man, parties used to be legendary. Well, speaking of the Rowdy Rough Boys, I did do this in the Rowdy Rough Boys. He had me watching the Powerpuff Girls one day, and they said something. I'm like, yeah, we culture. And so I felt like I had to represent that, and I could get the opportunity to represent that through the art. So the 3 streaks in the back, like I said, my painting style is more of a flat. I wanted to look flat, but I wanted to seem real at the same time. I remember Reba, I always bring this up, but Reba told me my artwork was flat one day, and I was like, okay, well, how can I keep it flat but also make it 3D at the same time and make my paintings kind of sink in or something?
Let me see.
I mean the realism of it though.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
you know who this is. Whether you know who the Migos are or you ain't. If you see them, you gonna know who they are.
Yeah. For sure, you go, yeah, that's the Migos. Like Steve said, it's cloud reading. Like, I don't even be doing it detail. It just like
Your mind is gonna adjust to whatever you think it is, and the fact that you can paint it to something relatable that everybody can say, it's like, oh, okay, great. My thing is this background. I always go through it with you with the background. Where do you think they at right now?
It's something subtle. Like, I didn't want to do too much of the background because I didn't want this one. I just wanted it to be subtle. But I felt like they on like another planet or something on Mars. Because the black and white spaceships in the background, I did on the Meek Mill paint too. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Or racial type thing. It's like it plays on race, but it also plays on, you know what I'm saying, just being on opposite sides. Criminal, police. It's always 2 sides to something. You know what I'm saying? They always have war.
Yeah, they definitely do look like on some outer space, especially with like the different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they on some aliens type.
No, honestly,
and
bro,
that's what it is. I don't want to use like regular shit to look different, but I want it to resonate in the now. I said.
yeah, that's good. But check
I'll
it
bleep
though.
that out.
No, you good. It's like when I see this picture, I feel like they was flying in and they just came up real quick like, we them boys. Like, you know, great. We them boys. Got up through.
I was gonna do a detail, but like I said, I didn't want to do it too detailed. Like I don't be wanting to do stuff too detailed, but I just want you to take
I
time.
think the concept is dope. The fact that you actually painted this gold, but it appears as like a brown, like an afro skin, brother say. I don't know, I can't keep the boogie. Let's go anyway. Why the Migos? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why the Migos as the trio?
Bro, they changed the culture. What you mean? They the reason we say the word culture. Like you gotta think what the Migos did for rapping. You feel me? How many people wanted to rap after they started rapping, and how fast they really did it.
And they definitely getting in the bag.
Oh, they in the bag.
They in the
You feel me?
bag.
And that's why I want.
They known everywhere.
Yeah. And also the Migos, cause like they was telling people, you know, how big they were gonna be before they did it. I feel like that's where we at right now. Like I feel like we know we can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just putting everything together. And once we put everything together, we're gonna go out. We're gonna take off. And then it's just like, well, we told you it's gonna be like this.
Sorry for the wait.
So why did you pick those colors with the green and blue and then the red?
Well, on the Rowdy Rough Boys, hey, go watch the episode of the Powerpuff Girls with the Rowdy Rough Boys. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. They was blue, red, and green, and I was like, those are three perfect colors. When I was painting them at first, I was just, like I said, I do all my paintings off the top of the dome, like I was rapping, on freestyle. Big freestyle, Steve.
Freestyle.
Right now, on the spot.
Freestyle, okay. We wow, okay. It's the hot, okay. But you know, about the block in the court, yeah, we get it. Parties all day. And we got your girl, filet.
All day, you know what I do.
I'm gonna pass it back to you though. What's up?
No, we used to kick up the rap.
Hey,
Yeah, the rap.
A plus.
Yeah. So if you watch that episode, they are red, blue, and green. And I think subconsciously that has more deeper meaning with what the colors mean too.
I would have thought you had like some type of like relative meaning other than just like the colors. Like what other meaning could green have or blue have or red have? Like money, power, respect.
Money, power, respect. That's what I was
But
thinking,
that's
yeah.
the thing. Like that's up to the viewer. Like sometimes as an artist, I can't tell the viewer everything. One thing Scott told me about being an artist is like you just can't tell them. You got to give them a suggestion.
You gotta make them think.
Yeah, it's like I can give you a story, but you got to come up for the reasons why. It's like being a detective. You got to find why this happened and correlate it, because it all correlates when you listen to music and yeah, it all correlates. Cause don't get me wrong, I definitely thought at one time about the money, power, respect, like for real. Yeah.
Money, power, respect.
I just wanted to leave this up to the viewer. I didn't want to explain a lot. It's all up to y'all. It's up to you.
I just think I'm saying it's so different from actually just seeing this picture. Like, you know, this picture probably halfway across the world by now, right? And you know, they see it, they gonna be like, oh man, that's a great looking picture, but the message behind it, you know, really tied everything into the three different lifestyles. Like how you broke it down. Like I asked you, like, okay, if you had to choose who is who,
Yeah.
it's the Migos right now. You was like, all right, Kane will be Takeoff.
Yeah.
You'll be Offset. I'll be Quavo.
So they all have their thing, you know what I'm saying, that they good at. And that's what's crazy about, like I said, I think he Quavo, because he just always on 10 o'clock. Like, it's like, all right, I can do this, and this. Like, we could do this. You got all these ideas. I'm like, he trying to do it all. And I feel like, or Offset and Takeoff, we like, you know what I'm saying, shit. Okay, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna do this for sure. We here.
We gonna make it happen.
Yeah. That's what it's about. But like, I wanted to relay this for the kids too, because I think people get that confused. Like, I'm not doing it for you grown people out there. I'm doing this for the kids. Like, we doing this for the kids so they know, you know what I'm saying? It's about the next generation that's coming up, and not about you. Yeah. Yeah, because you grown folks, y'all ain't gonna listen.
And
Y'all
what's
already
so
stuck in our
crazy
ways.
is, man, Y'all think we ever gonna have like flying cars or something like that?
Man,
one day.
yeah.
We might not be here to see it.
Nah, we gonna be here, bro. 20 years ago, like I said, they had them Nokias with the snake on it, bro. Now we got iPhones, touchscreens and stuff. If you gave somebody that type phone 20 years ago, they'd have looked at you crazy. Like, what is this? Like, this some stuff from the future. Like, we in the future. Stuff that's going on now, like from the way people dress to the music they listen to, we in the future. People just don't realize it.
And don't want to accept it. For real.
Yeah, they want them just like how schools are, you know what I'm saying, haven't developed. It's the same thing for 150 years, but everything else develops. And they think it works.
It's crazy, bro.
Hey, shout out to the Hawk Dog who's giving us golf.
Your art, the fact that you paint in a futuristic sense. So it's like eventually it's gonna catch up where, oh, this painting looked like it was done yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh yeah, we got flying spaceships shooting shit around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But these characters, where they come from?
Another thing I'm gonna tell y'all why I chose the Migos and how it correlates with the Rowdy Rough Boys. I told them earlier, I don't know if they remember, but we went to K-State. I'm putting all this out here. I don't care. We ain't had nothing and shit. It was cool, but I feel like we had too much talent not to be here with it, not for people to, you know what I'm saying, help us out and stuff like that. Like, we really done got to this place like on our own, like through each other. And I feel like we played baseball for Coach, man. Hey, we love you, Coach, bruh. You put us through it, so I felt like he like the professor.
Yeah,
Professor X.
Dirty,
yeah, but man, it's bad. So, you know,
we appreciate it though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like also Professor X. Like, he didn't mean to hit the chemical X. He just accidentally hit the chemical X, and that's what it created. It created something that's greater, you know what I'm saying, than what any of us could expect. I wouldn't change nothing because it's in a sense like I can be myself. I can work for myself. It's all
this
good.
is meant to happen, man. That's
Yeah.
all I mean. So shout out to Coach.
Sure.
What's folks that
What's
trick
folks
Coach
name?
Henry for?
Montez.
Montez. Go look up Montez. I don't know his last name. Baseball player. Go look it up on Google. That'll tell you what happened and what we went through.
Oh, man.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
I knew something was up from the get-go.
No,
Let's say that.
look up Warren May if you want. Look up Warren May.
Hey, Warren May still owe me like $100, man. For real.
You too, huh?
I'm sorry.
You too, huh?
Oh, by the way, because we, you know what I'm saying, take a break. Merch. Merch. I'll have all the links tagged. Straight merch. I might even do shirts for this, so
You know what
be on the
I'm saying?
lookout. Just cause I can, just cause we can. Hey, you feel me? Look, the rap hats, it's bad out here.
Hey,
It's getting bad.
Woo.
Y'all don't even know it's getting bad.
If you didn't know, you know now.
Exactly.
Facts.
Okay, I want to talk about this background since you like to talk about it. With this background, I knew I wanted to be something soft, only because I knew what in front needed to stand out. I think Meek Mill, I felt like the background, it was dark but light at the same time, but it was too dark, so it didn't separate how I wanted it to. But I feel like this one separates a little bit more just because the background is so much lighter, and I use dark colors in their colors as well, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's from the gold, how the gold looks brown, and then once you see it with the camera, it's reflective gold, because that's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't know if it.
Black is gold.
I ain't know if it was reflective, like if the gold just reacted to like that because it's on the, you know, that background color, or is it?
No, it's just real. It's gold paint. Like, it's actual like shiny gold. Like when you pour it out, it looks shiny.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I just mixed it with some black to make it like a little brown, because I had to make it darker around the neck area. So like I said, that gold and that black, it'll make a brown, but it'll still have those reflective particles in it. So when you still hit it, it'll still reflect, even though it's darker in the neck.
Oh, that, hey man, if you got to see this painting like the way we see it, man, it's crazy.
Like I said, it's detailed, but at the same time, it's not detailed. Because like my man, it's cloud reading. Like it's just, I just scribble. I don't paint. I don't call what I do painting. I call it like drawing with a paintbrush, or it's something. It's expressive. But
That's an iced out chain, bruh. They all iced out. Look at Quavo teeth, bruh.
like I said, with the chains, I knew I didn't want to get too deep. I wanted to keep it cloud reading because, like I said, you always put that in the back of my head now. So it's like I don't ever want to get too detailed with something, but I want it to look detailed. So I just dotted a bunch of relative colors.
Right, which honestly make like I said, it looks like ice, bro. Takeoff got the green with the buttercup, and it's like he kind of is like that. You know what I'm saying? Quavo got the red stripe. He looked like what's up? Like he the leader. You feel me, Dad? He ain't got no color on, but he just got these blue shades with the black on. But
right.
Tough as sand.
Right, exactly. We don't wear no color.
Work real quick.
I think one thing Kane talked about off camera too was that I left the shirts white. Yeah, I left the shirts white. I think I subconsciously did that out of like not time, but just wanting to keep it simple and make it whatever at the same time. Like I knew I had to put a color in the shirt to match the sunglasses because that would bring that out more. And it would just tie in with the background stuff. My brother's keeper, the three.
Offset.
It ties in, so get your own story. Definitely get you some friends that's gonna help you take off, basically, because your friends say a lot about you. Remember that.
Big facts.
Big facts. If your friends ain't doing nothing, then most likely you ain't gonna do nothing. So keep 100 with yourself, my man.
Migos, if y'all watch this,
Holla at us.
Man, listen, for real.
We in new wave.
New wave. Don't go against the wave.
Just go with it.
Just go with the
Just
wave.
flow.
Right. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, we'll tag everything, links, y'all Instagrams if you want to say them now. If you want to give y'all a little speech promo.
_J.Kane on Instagram. Train Like Kane Fitness on YouTube, Facebook, what else? Twitter, if you still use Twitter, go find it.
you already know, man. It's the G. Go follow Kebab in it. We got a page though, hop_1001. That's our page, so go follow that.
Nah, don't. Never mind. We'll tell y'all when the time is right. Let's put it that way. When the time is right, we'll tell y'all what it means. But for right now, it's up for question. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. More vids to come just like this. If you haven't already, check out my time lapse. Extra fast. Jug on the beat. Shout out my mans down there.
Jug on the beat. Yeah, that's how it is.
This is it, man. One love, peace, positivity. All that, man.
Can I take the camera up?
If you want to, go ahead, man. Deuces.